Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. You got your boys here, B and L, Bert and Lanny, your favorite dividend investors in the world. We brought you guys a stock option Monday update. On Tuesday, we brought you two dividends that might be cut. And this video is not much different because this is an update on the status of three stocks I'd like to exit because I did talk about this a few months back. And the question is where am I now?
Smash that subscribe button, everyone. Give this video a thumbs up. You're looking at your favorite dividend investor channel of the world. We're about to cross 40,000 followers on X. If we haven't already, we're closing in on 21,000 YouTube subscribers. Guys, help us keep going. We can reach financial freedom together. Share this journey and let us know what type of videos do you want to see too. We'd love to start making also some content that's catered towards all of you if it isn't already.
Exactly, guys. So 2025, pretty volatile year, and it's also always been a cleanup year, especially for Bert last year and part of this year. For me, definitely big time last year and already this year, guys. A few months ago, I kind of highlighted a handful of stocks that I'd like to exit. Those stocks were Paramount, PARA, Kraft Heinz, KHC, Intel, INTC, Nordstrom, and Master Brands. Nordstrom, JWN, and Master Brands, MBC. At that time, we talked about the current stock price and the target price I'd like to exit. Well, let's just do a quick update because we did end up exiting Nordstrom, JWN, pretty close to that target price of $24 a share. I think once the news hit that they were going to go private, it was like, all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And then I kind of got frustrated one day and I exited Master Brands. Just it didn't hit the price target, but it was a small position that even if it doubled in price would have been like an extra $100. So I was like, you know what? Let's just see ya.
Back. God.
Hammy, give me the hammy call.
A sniper drive.
Goodbye, baseball.
God, if you know, you know. Best radio announcer out there.
That's right, guys. So that was 2 out of 5. But that still left Paramount, Kraft, and Intel, guys. At the time of that video, Paramount was $11.38. Kraft Heinz was $33.42, and Intel was $25.05, guys.
Wow.
Yeah. So where are we at now with these three stocks?
I can tell you where we're at now with those three stocks. So let's just keep going through. Rip it out. All right, Paramount. Yeah. Last video was $11.38. Today it's $11.43. It hasn't moved.
It moved up though a little bit, 0.4%.
Okay, fine. It moved up 0.44%. Fan freaking tastic. Lanny, your previous target, what was that previous exit price you wanted for Paramount? Has it hit that yet?
No, it hasn't. I was like, all right, there's the acquisition price, and then there's my preferred price, and it's like, yeah, $15. Where are we at, guys? So it's still very far away. We're talking $3.50 away from $15 or 30+%.
Unless this lawsuit gets cleared up potentially, and they get the thumbs up, we're probably not hitting that one on the acquisition front. So got some room to go here. 31% away from that target, but funnier things have happened, right?
Yeah, I have $2,200 of capital still tied into Paramount Global, guys. But, Bert, that's just one stock. What about the next stock?
Kraft Heinz, ticker symbol KHC. I've been looking to exit this position too here. In our last video, the price was at $33.42. Lanny was like, let's try to sell it when it hits $40 per share. So you're looking for
it, right?
Yeah, you're looking for that 40% pop, and what has it done? Well, it's more, it's moving towards 40%, just in the negative direction. It's dropped to 28.64 at a drop of 14%.
Oh, it's painful, guys. Again,
hey, this stock.
Your consumer, your consumer can't profit. Yeah. Thanks for resigning and leaving us with this piece of crap. No, this just hasn't worked out with 3G Capital, Kraft, and Heinz coming together, guys. It's down 14.3% since that first video. So we are now even further away, 40% distance from that $40 stock exit price I was hoping to be at.
Number three. Intel, ticker symbol INTC. At the last video, the price was $25.02. You set a $30 price target, so you needed a 45% bump. Oh no, sorry. You needed I apologize. Let me rephrase that. That's
Twenty
how
percent.
far.
I needed a 20% bump, which has happened a
Yeah,
few
you
times.
needed a 20. I read that wrong. I don't know why I read it wrong, but for some reason I did. You needed a 20% bump to get to that $30 mark. Well, anyway, where is that now?
It has also moved in the complete opposite direction. It moved 20% downwards to $20.62, guys. How cool is that?
And from there, you need a 45% price bump to get you up to that 30. At least you can write
So
options along the way.
yeah, exactly, Bert. Again, just to recap, got about, let's call it on average, a little over 6K, 2K each, at least tied into these companies here. The goal that I have with Paramount now, that it's getting closer and closer to potentially it. I don't know if we still get, I think we get public stock. I tried to read the big document that they actually mailed to my house,
It's
regarding the offering.
it's
Um,
confusing. I haven't. It's been a while since I've dusted up on the Paramount.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like we'll get, again, Class B shares in the new company, with Sundance. So
Yeah.
there's that. So, not so I'm going to continue to try to sell cover calls if there's any open interest on it. Instead of going for that $15, I might go to like a 13, even a 12, just to see if I can get a little premium on it, because we all know that they reduced their dividend about a year or two ago on Paramount.
All right. So it's your three. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's Intel guys. Again, they're at $20 a share. I've always had some pretty good success, and Bert can agree with this. About selling $30 covered calls. Typically, we've only gone like 1 to 2 weeks each when we do them on that. I might even look to do it. Maybe go out 4 to 6 weeks, get some more premium, and just to get some income off of this zero dividend stock right now.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends when you want to dump the Intel possession on that. Like, if you're thinking through it, if you're really dead set on it being $30 per share and you're not selling it until then yeah, you can definitely move out longer on the option chain to earn the income. But if you're just looking at you say, fine, I'm going to throw in the towel at $25, but I'll take rate $30 options in the short term to get there, then a few months out, you might hit that window where you were looking, you missed the sale. Intel's tough because it seems like there's always a pop up above 25 and then it drops down almost immediately. It's a hard
Yeah.
stuff.
Again, if I'm still writing cover calls at 30 for June, late June exit, hey, if somehow this stock price jumps 50%, and it goes even higher than that, oh shit, still got that 50% bump at least.
Yeah, that's fair. And I guess the last one here on your list is Kraft Heinz. Have you changed your opinion on what you want your exit price on Kraft to be?
Kraft Heinz, because it's a consumer staple stock, I'm not sure if it's an acquisition merger target, because we've seen crazier things. They do currently yield 5.59% with, I think, a relatively safe dividend for now.
Yeah.
I'll continue reinvesting into Kraft Heinz since they're at 5-year lows. That's the only kind of, I'm like, all right, they're at a 5-year low. Like, how worse can it get for this company?
That's fair. Yeah, acquisition. I'd also say they might be part of the split up trend. Like I could see them splitting themselves up, and then we can get
And
some.
then selling it all, right?
Yeah, they put all their debt in one, and then we get stuck with that one again. Everyone's favorite move. So
So, what would you guys do? Again, we got Paramount, Kraft Heinz, Intel. Let
yeah,
us know in those comments. Bert, what would you do, since you currently have, I think, all three as
no,
well?
I mean I think I'm looking to dump Kraft Heinz too at some point. At some point, I'm just going to say a spade with Kraft Heinz. I just kind of want out of it. I don't know if 40 hour
Moved into Dow
target, but
Chemical, right?
I would probably write somewhere between like 33 and 35. Maybe if Kraft hits that, I might just cut bait and move on. But I'm in the same boat with Paramount Intel as you. I agree with that.
Yeah, it's tough. And I would cut bait and move on, but I don't have like anything that I'm like highly convicted on. Like, oh, McDonald's had a flash 25%,
Yeah.
stock price drop, or like PG just dropped 20%. Let's just go. Like, they haven't. Pepsi's probably the closest one with 10% down this year. But again, nothing that I'm highly like, oh my god, I gotta jump on it now.
Yeah, I guess the other question is you just take less yield and put it in an SCHD too. Like
Yeah,
give
that's
up
that's cost.
2% yield for a better quality type investment.
And not to say SCHD hasn't proven its point in the last 3 years, so that's also kind of debatable right now too, from a overall like price return standpoint. Nothing against the SCHD, but I'm just looking
No,
at it on a
it's
daily
this is just
basis.
spit. This is spitballing the options here. Like you got to put the cash somewhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, I look at SCHD. It did break above 26 finally, which is great to see. Just because I know it was in that 25 for oh so long. still down 4.4% this year, again, which is, I think, kind of at or near the S&P 500.
Yeah.
Again, you know, you know, VYM's down 1% this year. So like there's still like this disparity that's still going on, with SEHD. Right now, VYM is outperforming SEHD by almost 10% in the last 5 years.
Okay.
That now, like at first, it's like it's just
Ball don't lie.
so that's where let's say I'm not. It's frustrating. It's frustrating.
Investing's tough right now. I mean, not
But
every
that could mean maybe SCHD is a very undervalued basket of ETFs.
could be. Who knows? All right, so everyone, let's to bring it back. Lanny's got 3 stocks he's looking to dump.
Killing
Three
me.
stocks he didn't dump since the second. This is now his second time looking at Paramount, Kraft Heinz, and Intel for his exit positions. What would you do if you were Lanny? I'm sorry, my camera keeps like going further away. If you haven't noticed me adjusting it a few times, it like the top of my laptop is sinking backwards. So if I get a little further away, it's not me doing this.
Haven't noticed it. It's all good.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, everyone. What would you do if you were Lanny here? What are those price targets for these three winners that you would look to exit?
Yeah. Let us know what losers you're holding in your portfolio that you're waiting on a pin to drop to exit. Let us know what your thoughts are again on these three. And if you own these three, subscribe to this channel, like this video. Bert, hit him with that sweet chin music.
You're either with us or you're against us, Jack.
That was Bert the Herd and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats. Over and out.